I'm Gary Hunter, a marketing professor.
Okay, so this slide is like if you get into new product development, it becomes a big part of your life. This is getting into what are the critical issues at each stage of those steps. So remember, we started with idea generation. So just generally, you guys know that the idea generation stage. So if you're doing ideation, what's the key part of the ideation? Your group's meeting, you're trying to come up with good ideas for how you're going to, right up there. Brainstorming, what's key on brainstorming? What are you not supposed to do, though?
You're not supposed to tell people that it's a bad idea.
Yeah, you're not supposed to tell people they have a bad idea on the first stage, right? So it's the second stage. Screening is when you tell people you have a bad idea on the first stage. So ultimately, you get there. But the idea is to try to get as many ideas out on the table as possible. So that's the same way you do product development. There's an idea generation stage. There's a screening stage, so you're screening those different ideas. Then you develop the concept. So instead of like actually physically making the product, this concept idea comes into play. And you'll see that again on the concept and conjoint analysis, because you can take an idea and test the concept. So I can take an idea like Bengay aspirin. That should have failed at the concept testing stage. Because when I ask people about that, do you think you'd try Bengay aspirin? I mean, I'd have to be really, really bad at sampling. I'd have to have a misrepresented sample to kind of get positive responses to that, right? So it really should have failed at the concept development stage, right? But picking some of those that are kind of more obvious. Sometimes it's much closer. If the concept development stage kind of works and the concept kind of sounds good, you go to the next stage, which is kind of where you start developing your strategy. What's a marketing strategy? This is where you're totally thinking about these are the 4 Ps, these are the target markets we go after. This is how we could add value to those particular segments. We're going to go after the acute market or hemopure, or we're going to go after different types of markets. And this is why we've got a great value proposition for those markets with our product. It's got shelf life and all those kind of things, right? So that's where you're flushing out your strategy. When you get to the business analysis, why is it difficult to establish accurate cost and demand?
Because you're estimating some of it.
Yeah, you're estimating it, so the math can be problematic. We may not have a good feel for what the model should be. We may not know what the independent variables should be to be predicting the dependent variables. But what else? That's the science.
Yes, you should say we don't know what the true demand of the product's going to be, or how much people are actually going to want it versus how much it's going to cannibalize current.
Yeah, so we may not know. We may not have a good feel for how the market's going to respond. But what's the other problem in the equation that I talked about earlier? This is one of the top 10 reasons why products fail. Yeah, so it's my idea, man. I want this thing to work, right? So I'm looking at all the favorable stuff and trying to say this is why it's going to work, right? So I'm pushing the product. So like trying to come back and be as objective as possible for your company, right? So you got to watch your internal kind of business analysis. If that all works out, it looks like it's going to be profitable. That's when you go into actually physically developing the product. So this is the stage where you do the prototype, right, of the product, and as you get that prototype the way you want it, then you'll test market it typically, right? So you find a market where you think this is going to be a market that would be a good representative market where your product might work, and then you test it out, and then from that test market you maybe make refinements and stuff along the way, so you use that test market, that understanding from the test market to commercialize. A lot of big companies play games in test marketing, so you should be aware of that. There's a lot of intelligence and counterintelligence games and stuff like that, right? So if you're the competitor for Bengay, and Bengay comes out with the aspirin, and they've gotten all the way to the test marketing stage, what would you like to encourage them to do? If you're a competitor,
Keep it.
you want them to keep it, right? So what are games you can play in test markets? They buy it up, right? So you see some of this intelligent, counterintelligence kind of stuff, because you can buy up their product and they go to full scale production, right? They build the plant and all that kind of stuff. These are the games that marketers play, right? So you got to see how you got to be kind of that some of the stuff happens, right? Okay, so new product development, that's what NPD stands for here. New product development you can think about from a market perspective, right? When you're thinking about it from the market perspective, you're thinking about the different stages in the adoption process. So the adoption process is just basically, the stages that a product goes through to be adopted. So I'll talk some about that. In the next couple of slides we'll get into that. And then how do you affect adoption? Adoption is like trying to accelerate it. So this product life cycle that you just asked about earlier is going to be one of the main reasons of why we want to accelerate adoption a lot of times. So accelerating adoption just means getting more people to buy it quicker. So that's what people are talking about when they're saying kind of how do we accelerate the adoption. So we only think about like people, what makes people different, the way they kind of respond to it, and then what makes innovations different. All right, so those are going to be kind of the drivers of that. Okay, what's going to be the first? So this is cognitive learning. What's going to be the first block after this one? Awareness, right? So awareness is there, awareness is there, awareness is there, right? It's always cognitive. So that's kind of the idea. Awareness is kind of one of these core concepts in marketing. So if you want to know that sometimes you got to build awareness. If people don't know you have a product, they're not aware your product exists. That becomes very difficult. That's one of the two major components of brand equity, right? So you've got to be aware of your product before you get to buy it. And then you get into these affective components a lot of times. So you can do the affective. It doesn't always go in this. This is basically a learn, feel, do sequence. So sometimes products will be bought in a different sequence. So you want to know that, right? So you want to know sometimes they're bought on impulse. We're going to talk about candy at one point, right? So kids will buy candy on impulse, and they'll do the feel part before they learn, right? So they do the feel, the do. They take the bite out of the candy and then they spit it out, right? So it's sort of like feel, do, learn. You're just trying to think about stages of the way people kind of adopt products and train the products. Okay, so this is how people differ. So this is called, what do you guys think this slide should be called? This is not the PLC, but getting at it, because you can overlay this one on the product life cycle. So you can see these as kind of the way people differ. So what this is getting at is this is kind of segmenting people on the way they respond to adoptions. Like you may be an innovator in one category, but you may be a laggard, which is the last, kind of the last adopter in another category. So there may be things that you're really quick to go out and buy first. That makes you an innovator in that category. So sometimes marketers are kind of going after these innovators and they're trying to say, innovators are really important to us. Where's most of the market? Where's the Q in the quantity times margin? It's in the middle, right? It's in this early and late Jordan, right? So where's the money in the market? It's in the middle, right? So the money in the market's in the middle, right? So a number of companies will do what's called Me Too products. It means, I'm going to wait, like introduce later, let somebody else kind of go out and do the innovator stuff. So a lot of how you feel about innovators and their effect on, on the rest of the markets, right? Do you think innovators have effects on these later adopters, right? Do you think they have effects on the early adopters? Do you think innovators kind of drive the way the market works? What are some categories where innovators might drive the market? Technologies, yes. So sometimes it's like technology, so technology products. So sometimes technology products will work that way. Innovators will kind of start, people know innovators are really good at technology. They let them, you watch what your friends buy. You guys have like spotters for technology or not? People who kind of buy stuff. You have neighbors who are like spotters for other services. You may have neighbors who are spotters for other services. Like they're the first ones to try it. You guys don't have plow services, but imagine if you had a lot of snow around, like plow services. So who's first to kind of try these plow services? Who's first to try to do lawn services? Who's first to try to do landscaping services? Those are kind of innovators. So in some cases, they can kind of drive markets in different ways. So it's not necessarily high tech, but you're trying to think about your market, the market you're selling in, and trying to figure out do innovators matter in the way you produce your products. If they matter, then what's the challenge of going after innovators?
You want to have inferior product, you want to capture the same price as you have.
Yeah, so what about the costs that are associated with going after that 2.5%? Q is small. We know that Q is small, right? And what else is kind of challenging about it from a margin standpoint? What?
Higher R&D costs.
Yeah, you got R&D costs because you got to. And you got a lot of times you got high R&D to try to get the product to market first, to develop it first, and then a lot of times you got high costs on the marketing side because you got to teach them how the product works. So like a product that was that way was DVRs. Does anyone know the name of the first DVR company? Okay, so TiVo kind of went out. TiVo had extremely high awareness numbers, but they couldn't get trial. That ended up being one of their problems. And the reason they had trouble with trial is going to be one of the factors that influences the adoption of innovations. That's actually going to be called communicability. They can communicate very well on like what does this product do, and later they figured out how to communicate with people on what the product is. But that education and figuring out how do we educate customers is costly, right? So we get people to kind of adopt the product, which is basically kind of be in this innovative category. We hope that they influence other people. Sometimes there's more of an investment in terms of educating the market about your product. Okay, so you kind of see how this works. So do you have to get the innovators to make money in the markets? No. Okay, so one of these markets, one of these areas is the focus of a book. So Moore wrote a book called Crossing the Chasm. Have you guys heard of this before? Did I put that up there? So this is a fab slide. This is totally getting at that same last slide. But what he basically discovered is that if you're sort of into innovating, and your product goes out there, that you can kind of get the innovators, and if the innovators have this effect on the early adopters, that usually works. But a lot of companies, new firms, entrepreneurs, fall in this chasm, because going from these early adopters to this early majority, that space is like hard to kind of make that cross. So firms are often trying to kind of accelerate through these different areas so they don't kind of fall in this chasm. That's kind of what the idea is, right? Is that you've got to cross the chasm, and then accelerating through that is one of the real difficulties. So there are ways to accelerate adoption, and these are basically the 5 ways to accelerate adoption. Relative advantage, visibility, compatibility, complexity, communicability. So communicability is one I just gave you an example of in terms of TiVo. So you kind of see that one. 2 of the other ones are use a lot of technology. One of them is a proxy for ease of use. You notice what that is. Complexity, right, is like ease of use. So these 5 were developed before the other 2, but complexity is like that. And the other one that's often used is called usefulness, right? So how useful is the product? So the usefulness of the product becomes really important. So relative advantage to visibility, this is how easy it is to try the product. So sometimes trial is kind of one of the keys to kind of get into adoption. Compatibility is fitting with kind of your existing behaviors and processes. So those are kind of the 5 ways you accelerate. So accelerating adoption is just trying to get through the chasm and up the curve. So this curve that I'm talking about is like the product life cycle. So that's basically the PLC. So this is the entry question. What's the PLC? This is totally the PLC. So the PLC kind of said, that when you go into the market, there's this product life cycle. When I first go, it should have the research and development stage. And in the research and development stage, you're basically losing money because you've got no sales. Right? So in the development stage, you've got no sales. You're just investing. So you always expect to lose money in the first stage before you go to market. So this was showing kind of the first stage, which is when you go into the market. And that's the market introduction stage. Then you have the growth stage, is going up the curve. And as you kind of go up that curve, so that's kind of corresponding. If the innovators are working around, that's kind of corresponding. See how you can overlay it on the previous one, right? So trying to kind of get up into that more mature area of the curve is important because there's a lot of queue in that area. Whatever you're doing, you got positive margins, a lot of quantity, a lot of people, so you get a lot of sales if you get into that. So a lot of products kind of operate in market maturity stages. So once you get into the market maturity stage, the next stage that typically comes is the decline stage. So this happens to a lot of products. That's what the product life cycle is getting at. This is kind of the typical what you'd expect the new product to do. It's going to go up, grow, mature, and just tail off. Okay, so how do companies like Procter & Gamble keep products going?
So we engineer them or
Yeah, that's right.
figure out
Yeah, they re-engineer. So like basically what happens when it starts to go down, they'll do like the new and improved. This is kind of the next generation of Tide, right? This is even better than the last generation of Tide. You thought your black shirts were white before, wait, you use this new product. This is going to be super, super good, right? Or it's going to be like a different scent. It's something that's going to be new and improved, right? It's going to be something that improves the technology, and that creates what's called a scallop pattern. So these scallop patterns are what a lot of mature products kind of work on. When they start declining, you got to come out with a new generation to go to the next level, right? So it kind of creates down and up and down, it kind of stays like that. So PLC is definitely like a marketing 101. You have to get that. And you can kind of see how that overlays with the previous tab slide. You got a really good feel for like how markets kind of grow and evolve, and what some of your major choices are when you're thinking about introducing new products to markets. And then you get into this idea of how do you manage product portfolios. Okay, so product portfolios are just saying like, I've got a whole set of different products, so I've got to think about how am I going to manage the set of products that I've got, and I think about just one product, but the whole set of products that exist. So there are multiple matrices that are out there. These are two of the ones that are used quite a bit. This BCG matrix is really common. When you get to the pharmaceutical game next year, you're going to use that a lot. So if you're on the left side of this market, or if you can see the vertical line, that vertical line is market growth. So that's how fast is your market growing. Is it a fast-growing market, slow-growing market? And then the horizontal line is just kind of, you're plotting yourself versus your best competitor, right? So it's like your share versus your best competitor, your market share versus your best competitor. If your best competitor is the leader in the market, what does that mean your ratio is? Greater than or less than? Greater than 1 or less than 1? Less than 1, so that means you're going to be on the left side. So you're a follower. Everything on this side is basically followers. Everything on the right side of that vertical are leaders in the market. Right, so that's kind of the way you're thinking about them. One of the biggest flaws on this is kind of the name. So people think about dogs and question marks and stars and cash cows. So cash cows are these slower growing kind of products. They're called cash cows because you're making a lot of money off of them because you got a big share of the market, right? Question marks are like you got to decide where you want those to go. It's kind of like a fast growing market, but you don't have the leading share of it. And then you can see like stars. Those are like this is the fast growing market, and I don't own a whole lot of it, right? That's kind of what you're hoping in thiols here that blood substitutes, or that you're hoping that hemo here becomes this star. So some of the logic of why there's more than one of these charts is that dogs are like followers, right? So these are kind of slower growth markets, and you're not the leader. So what do you think the original advice was in terms of like what do you do with dogs?
Scraps.
Get rid of dogs, yeah, you get rid of dogs, you feed them scraps. But then the biggest comeback is what you got. Where would Pepsi Cola, for example, be on this chart? But it's a follower, so it's on the left side. If there's not a lot of growth in carbonated beverages, which is not right, what does that make Pepsi Cola? Dog, right? So see, this way you got to kind of think about it a little bit. Where you dump the dog, you're going to think, well, this dog makes a lot of money, so maybe we just kind of stick with it, right? So you do have to kind of think about it. But what you're trying to do is just trying to give you a perspective of where your products rank versus your competition versus one another. And that's kind of what you're plotting in these charts, right? So that's what that was getting at. And then you kind of see the other one is just kind of getting at different approaches to achieving competitive advantage. So competitive advantage will become like more of a focal point at different times. You can see kind of the different areas that you got there in terms of that. So these are kind of just product portfolios. How do you manage different existing products?
All the best with your efforts to master marketing and sales. I'm Gary Hunter, and I hope you have a great day.